Welcome viewers. Today's topic is Henry Fayol's 14 Principles of Management. So before we discuss about the 14 Principles of Management, let's know a little bit about Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol was born on 29 July 1841. He was a French mining engineer and a management theorist. He studied at mining school in Saint Etienne, and he started his career as a junior engineer at a mining company and became a director in 1988. He wrote a book on general and industrial management in 1916, and it was published in English in 1949. He was the first management thinker who provided the conceptual framework on the functions of management in his book, and that is why he is regarded as the father of modern management thought. Coming to the principles of management, these principles are based on reality, and they have a cost and effect relationship. So the first principle is division of work. Now, division of work refers to the division of total tasks among the employees in order to lighten their burden and promote specialization in such a way that one worker does only one thing rather than doing everything. So it eliminates the wastage of time and effort uh, uh, caused by changes from one work to the other. So division of work also leads to specialization among the individual, and as a whole it improves the productivity of an organization. Then comes authority and responsibility. Now this principle states that authority and responsibility should go hand in hand or side by side. Now, one can be accountable only when he has been assigned authority to get the work done. And one must always remember that authority without responsibility leads to irresponsible behavior, while responsibility without authority leads to ineffective, uh, ineffective person. So there should be a parity between authority and responsibility. Then the next principle is discipline. Now, discipline means obedience, respect to authority, and observance of rules and regulation. A company or an organization cannot run smoothly without discipline, and every employee must obey the rules and regulation of an organization. But it should be kept in mind that this is two-sided. Employees will only obey the orders of the management if they play their part by providing good leadership. Then the next principle is unity of command. This refers that uh, an employee should receive orders from only one superior. In the other words, an employee is accountable to only one superior. Now, if there are many bosses for one superior, it may lead to contradictory orders, and as a result, the subordinates will fail to understand whose order has to be followed. So each worker should have only one boss with no other conflicting lines of command. Then comes unity of direction. The principle of unity of direction implies that there should be one head and one plan for a group of activities having the same objectives. In other words, we can say that each group of activities having the same objective must have one plan of action and must be under the control of one manager or superior. Now, an organization or a group having different plans and more than one head cannot achieve the desired result. So, there should be one head and one plan for a group of activities having the same objectives. Then the next principle is subordination of individual interests to general interests of the organization. Now, this is an essential function of management to make the people realize the objective of the group and direct their efforts towards the achievement of these objectives. Now, the interest of the group must always prevail over the individual interest. Now, this principle implies harmony of personal interest and common interest. Now, whenever the individual's interest and the common interest differ, it is the duty of the management to reconcile them. Then the next principle is remuneration. Now, remuneration paid to the worker should always be just and fair and should afford maximum satisfaction to both employees and the workers. And the management must ensure fair reward for the work and decide the most equitable method for calculating wages. Now, the rate of wages depends upon a number of factors such as the cost of living, the demand for labor, general economic conditions, the state of the business, and the value of the employee. So all of these factors should be taken into consideration while fixing the remuneration of the workers. Moreover, there should be no discrimination between male and female in case of payments. Then the next principle is centralization. Now, centralization means centralization of authority in the hands of a few, that is top management. Everything which goes to increase the importance of subordinates' role is decentralization, and everything which goes to reduce it is centralization. Now, Fayol was of the opinion that centralization and decentralization is a simple question of proportion, and this proportion of finding the optimum degree should be decided keeping in view the circumstances of a particular case. The degree of centralization may be different in different cases, but balance must be maintained between centralization and decentralization of authority in order to attain the best possible results. Then the next principle is scalar chain. A hierarchy is necessary for unity of direction. So a scalar chain refers to the chain of superiors ranging from the ultimate authority to the lowest rank, and the communication should follow through the established chain of command. And it should be noted that it should not be overstretched and consist of too many levels, as it may become a barrier in the communication process from the top level to the lower level. The next principle is order. The principle of order implies right man in the right job and right material in the right place. So Fayol was of the opinion that there must be material and social order in an enterprise. What is material order? Material order means a proper place for everything and everything in its right place. And in the same manner, social order means a place for everyone and everyone in his appointed place. So each employee should occupy that place wherein he or she can render the best possible service. Right man in the right job and right material in the right place would ensure effective utilization of the available resources in an organization. Then the next principle is equity. Equity means justice and kindliness. And Fayol was of the opinion that to encourage workers to fulfill their duties with devotion and loyalty, management should deal with employees with equity based on kindliness and justice. There should be neither nepotism nor favoritism, and all should be given just and fair treatment. Then comes stability of tenure of personnel. Now, stability in the tenure of personnel is very essential because it takes time to get used to a job. And Fayol was of the view that instability of tenure of personnel is both the cause and effect of bad management. For example, a very high rate of labor turnover or of personnel increases the cost of selection and training, and it creates a bad name for the organization. So it also causes instability and insecurity in the minds of the workers. So to secure loyalty of the workers, it is very essential to provide security of service to the workman. Next comes the initiative. Now, initiative implies the power of thinking out a plan and ensuring its successful implementation. Now, the manager should encourage or inspire the confidence of his subordinates so that they show initiative. So, initiative of the workers should always be welcomed in an organization. And the last principle is spirit the corps. Now, this principle implies that there should be cooperation and teamwork among the members of an organization. Now, spirit the corps means the spirit of loyalty and devotion to the group to which one belongs. The manager or the management must make a constant effort to ensure harmony, cohesiveness, and spirit de corps among his subordinates to ensure unity and high moral, which is very essential for the success of an enterprise. So, Fayol suggests to discard a few things uh, to divide and rule abuse of written communication, because divide and rule policy is a self-defeating policy, and oral directions and instructions given to subordinates make for harmony and speed and clarity. So it is very essential for an organization to be united in order to achieve the organizational goals. So these are the 14 principles given by Henry Fayol. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a good day.